The scene opens this evening. Edwin sits on the familiar couch that he's come to know over these nearly 2 months in the living room of his sister's apartment. He's been trying to get some work done for the past 3 hours. Couple orders he rescheduled for tomorrow. An order list for Bianca's physical installation, security cameras. But he's just not. His heart and mind, his soul, his being is fractured after the earlier, pleasant enough anyway, visit to an old flame. A singular thought occurs back of his mind. Stop being silly. It was only 2 years. Edwin shakes his head and brushes that thought out of his mind. To him, and probably her, up until a year ago, 2 years felt like 5. Two years of bonding with another human being. 2 years of getting to know someone, learning their quirks, accepting their quirks, caring and loving about them, regardless of those quirks. Seeing the good in them. His eyes linger over to the right. The outdated stereo. He chuckles to himself as he scoots closer and leans to turn the knob. It doesn't turn on. He gets up just for a moment to check to see if it's plugged in, and it is. He tries again, still to no avail. He unplugs the radio, the tall console, from the wall and tucks it up behind into a notch in the back, setting it back against the wall. He sits back down on the couch, puts his legs up on the long footstool. His laptop set aside in the bag on the floor beside the couch. He slides his shoes off, grabs a couple pillows and a blanket draped over the couch. He curls up. His only thought is what he can do to ease her pain, what he can do to help her understand his difficulty. Well, he tries to understand what she's been going through. Buries his head in the pillow. Grabs his laptop momentarily, or he grabs his laptop and pulls it out. The movements are awkward. He doesn't sit up straight. He places it on the long footstool, pushing a book to the side. He lets it start up, plugs it into the wall. After a few moments, he opens his media player. He tries to find the most relaxing, most soothing music he can. Something to ease the pain, the hurt, the loss. Or is it loss, he thinks? He curls back up, his head against a pillow or two. He pulls a mostly decorative blanket. Stares up at the wall above the old console radio. But in the woman in the picture, he doesn't see who everyone else sees. All he sees is Leslie. And with the hope of having that connection or having something like that connection again, he swears he can almost see himself standing behind her. He lowers his gaze, looks at the slowly moving screensaver. Different shapes, mostly triangles, an occasional circle, a polygon, a square. As he listens to the music, it fills his ears. He makes himself a little bit more comfortable. The door to the apartment is locked. He always does so. So he just lets himself drift further and further. Try to get some sleep, to try to rest. Anything to try to ease the pain within his heart. Thinking only what he can do for her. What he can do to keep her safe. And what his next move will be as the scene fades out and comes to a close.